So before I go to bed, I wanted to give y'all a rundown on week 2 of my sewing class. Just explaining what happened with my tote bag and how it's looking now. Because instead of looking like random pieces, it's actually starting to look like something. If you're new here, I'm taking a sewing class in New York City because I want to learn how to sew from scratch. Eventually, I want to start making clothes, upcycling pieces, and understanding just how things are made in general. This week was a different teacher, Miss Kim. She's actually the costume designer at 92 NY. And she's really nice and she's really cool. Like, I feel like sewing can take you in so many directions, from fashion to alterations, costumes, all that. But back to my tote bag.
Outside fabric, but they just are in there and you just don't want them to be caught in the seam. So now you're going to pin all the way around and you're going to line up each corner.
I ended up doing my straps a little longer, like 30 inches, because I wanted to give it a little length. Even though I would appreciate, I think, a buckle, adjustable buckle, just because when the bag gets heavy. Still a learning experience. Some of the other students were finishing their bags and I love seeing everybody's results. Oh yes, so pretty. Yes, I'm feeling this. Yeah, make me a hat next. It's funny because we're all making the same tote bag, but depending on what fabric you chose, it really makes your tote look different. That's one thing I started to notice about sewing in general. The fabric really changes the whole vibe. The same project can look cute, serious, expensive, or homemade depending on the fabric that you chose. Then I went to Save-A-Thon Fabric, and honestly, fabric shopping is a whole nother class by itself. There's so much fabric. I'm looking at everything like, is this clothes fabric? Is this bag fabric? Is this somebody's couch fabric? I just don't know, but I ended up getting some cotton fabric to remake the tote that we made in class, because I feel like doing it in class was good, but doing it again at my house is gonna be a whole nother way for me to remember all the steps. Kind of the goal right now, not to be perfect, but just to keep practicing. I want to get comfortable with the machine and cutting and understanding different fabrics. So week 2 is basically the straps, pockets, me figuring out fabric, and next week it's gonna be all about our pants. So I went ahead and I got my rewards card from Mood, and we're gonna see how that goes. Follow along if you want to see how my sewing class goes at NYC. And we're moving on from the tote bag to my pants, so stay tuned for that. Bye.